Okay. Hey guys. I don't see the live chat yet, but here we go. All right, let's see what does it say. All right, sending me little messages. I'm afraid to touch this. I don't want everything to fall. Okay. Hey Andrian, how are you? Hey guys. All right, let's see. I don't see the live chat yet, but all right, this is working good. I wanted to come on. I need to actually mute this. Okay. So I'm going to let some more people come on. Happy Friday, Michelle. Give you a heart. Thank you. Have about 15 minutes to a meeting that I'm having. So I just wanted to come on because yesterday was just a funny life experience. Like I want to talk to you guys about a whole bunch of things that happened, but I decided, well, I need to keep this kind of focused so I can actually make a point that will be valuable for you guys and inspire you guys to just remain focused on your desired end and to keep persisting and not get so caught up with the stuff that's happening in your life because those things are just distractions. And from my perspective, all of creation is done is an understatement because from my perspective, when I teach, I don't I see it this way that when you really want something, that not only does that already exist, the very reason why you want it so much is because you're sensing the doneness of it. It's just like, to use me and Hannah as an example, and this is going to be part of what I talk about today too. We both, when we saw our dream house that I'm currently manifesting, and I don't want to talk a lot about it ever because until we're actually living it, and then I'll be like filming a whole bunch of videos and you guys will be able to see how amazing and incredible it is, which I also visualize myself doing videos in the house. And Hannah was like, babe, imagine the videos in the house. Imagine that. And I was like, yeah. But the reason from my perspective that we were both like, that's the house, that's the house. And we're both obsessive with it, which it's okay to be obsessive, by the way. And I want to talk a little bit about that too, if I have time, is because we both feel into and can sense that that's our home life together. That's our dream. That's our dream life together, is us living in that house. And that's why it feels so strong. It's not that we see it and we're like, ooh, that's really nice. Okay, let me do some inner work and then it's going to be created. It's already created, it's already done. And that's why you don't need to freak out so much if you're not seeing the evidence of things. Okay, so anyway, that is going to be relevant partly to a little part of today's story. But I just wanted to share again what happened yesterday because they were good examples of how, like, I'm very clear of what it is that I'm manifesting. I allow myself to be super obsessive about it, not in a way that's like needy, in a way that's, I know it's done. I'm trusting of it. Everything that I've ever manifested in my reality, consciously and deliberately, while there were ups and downs, there were moments of spiraling, there were moments of, perceived loss. There were a lot of things that I had to like pull myself up, pull myself out, go into trust, go into faith, surrender to God, detach from the old story, recreate, rewrite the script, all of that stuff. We all go through it. You guys aren't the only ones. It's just that the more powerful you get, the less time you're going to spend being down. Like when things go down, you're going to go like you're going to pull yourself up, okay? But so when things start to happen, you just learn to stop questioning things. So allow yourself to be totally obsessive and immersed in the end in a powerful way, I'm so grateful for this. Oh my God, I love my life. My life is amazing and incredible. But yeah, so yesterday, I'm just going to get right to what happened yesterday because I do think this is going to help. And then I'll read some of your comments as I can, and I'll answer a couple of questions, I hope. So I'm on a session with a client yesterday, and she's we're having this technical problem, and I don't know what it was with Zoom. So long story short, even though I don't use WhatsApp normally, once in a while I have to use it with somebody. So we're trying to troubleshoot the problem we're having. We end up on No, it may not have been WhatsApp. I think we ended up just, I called her. I ended up calling her on my cell phone. So now let me give you guys some love back. So because I can't actually see her now, my brain usually needs something to focus on. I need something to focus on. So I want to pay attention to what she's telling me. And while she's talking, she's telling me like this amazing story. And as she puts it with her and her SP, this was after like, I think the last time she saw him was January. So now this is February, March, April, May, June, like whatever, close to 6 months later. And she has this amazing movement that happened after she said something very specific. I can't tell the story yet until she's ready for me to. And she will email me, but she knows something very big is about to happen. So we're waiting. But while she's telling me the story, I want to stay focused. And this is what happens. I can't see her. So now I start to move around. I start to move around and I'm walking around and I am like doing things. I'm listening to her and I'm doing things. And I had put a pair of extremely sharp scissors on my kitchen counter with alcohol wipes next to it because right before I started my sessions, I had to cut something. And the thing that I cut was dirty and I wanted to clean it. I didn't want to just put it away with bacteria or whatever on it. So I left it there. So not thinking, and this is part of that whole like, and I, whatever, like little ADHD brain, not thinking. I'm listening to her. I'm excited. I'm excited. She's telling me the story. And I just pick up the scissors with the alcohol wipe and I just go, and as I do that, I wasn't thinking. I'm so grateful. I feel so blessed and lucky that I wasn't squeezing it too hard because it literally sliced right through the alcohol wipe into my finger. And so as it turned out, it was wonderful. But I want to tell the story. So just when that happened, she's talking. I'm like, oh no. And she's like, what? And I said, I literally just sliced my finger and I'm looking at it and it looks very deep and it's bleeding very hard. And so I immediately wrap it up. She's still telling me the story. I'm laughing. She's laughing. And so I keep going with the appointment. And so we had about 10 minutes left and I'm just like listening to her. And then once in a while I look at them and I'm like, right away while I'm listening to her, I'm also like, I get an image of Katniss from the Hunger Games, the movie where, she gets wounded. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is the thing that came into my head. It was just a visual where she gets sent this magical bomb that she puts over the wound and she goes to sleep. And when she wakes up, she takes the bandage off and the wound is gone. It's just completely gone. So I immediately go into imagining that. And I'm just having fun. I'm listening to the story. I'm still totally engaged. And I'm just going with the flow. I'm not worried about the pain that I'm feeling. I'm not worried like it's throbbing and this and that. And I just keep thinking of Katniss. I think thinking, okay, this is going to heal quickly. It's okay. And now we hang up and I have 10 minutes before my next session. And I'm literally like, okay, what do I do here? I need guidance because I started to go ahead of the day and worry a little. I said, no, 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 I'm perfectly healed. I'm fine. I'm strong. But I said, but in the 3D, I'm like, I do need to go to urgent care because those scissors were dirty and my mind is not going to be able to overcome that. I know that already. So, and I haven't had a tetanus shot in years. I need to go to urgent care. But I sat there and I finished another session with a giant funny looking bandage that I created that was holding, it was pressure on it. Anyway, long story short, now I finish, I feed the dogs, I go to urgent care. I'm at the urgent care. They're super sweet. They get me in right away. My mom, I end up calling my mom while I'm on the way. She ends up showing up there with her friend Joyce, who is like my family too. We're all she's our family. So we're there now. I'm in the exam room. They flushed it out. It hurt, but the doctor is in looking at it. I had it soaking in a solution for quite a while we were waiting. And so me and my mom and Joyce are all talking and laughing and we're having a great old time. And so now I tell my mom, now this is what I want to talk about of staying focused on your desires. Me and Hannah are very clear of what our dream home is. And that I am like, that's it. That's our house. That is our house. And That's it. I'm 100% sure it is done. Showed it to my mom. She felt the same thing. So what came up yesterday morning before this whole fiasco with my finger is I got an alert from realtor.com, and I get alerts all the time, and I usually look, I'm like, ah, whatever, whatever. This time there was this house that was, I use the word cheap. Like the price was ridiculous, and it was so, I can't even tell you how affordable it was. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness, it's literally 5 minutes from where Hannah currently is. It's beautiful. They did such a sophisticated, like, I've the remodeling, how they what they did with this home is beyond. It has in-ground pool. It has an outdoor area with um an outdoor television. It has a built-in sauna. It has everything, all the space, all the room that we talked about, but it's not the house. So anyway, got a little distracted by it. I got a little distracted. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But when I was in the exam room with my mom and Joyce, I was telling them about it, and I was showing them the pictures, and they were like, my mother was like, no, no, honey, no. Okay, okay. I get it, but this is not your house. She said, pull up the other house, pull up the other house. So I pull up the video that I must look at, I don't know, anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day. And she goes, that's your house. That's your house. That is my daughter's house. That is your home. That's where you and Hannah live. That's your house. And I was just like, thank you. Yes. Like, and that pulled me right back. Like, you know, that is helpful feedback and data for me to look at, that even my mom can feel that's the house. And so from my perspective, through that whole thing, my mind could have gone all over the place. I could have been worried. I could have been scared. I could have freaked out. I could have went ahead, and then I could have been questioning, oh my God, what does this mean about me and my self-concept that I'm on the phone with a client? I can't even see their face. Something goes wrong. They're telling me a success story and I cut myself, and now I might need stitches. And does this mean that I don't love myself, that I don't value myself? Does this mean that all bad things are always going to happen to me? Like, I didn't do that. And then I also didn't question anything else. And all I did do was focus on, I'm perfectly healed. I'm perfectly fine. So long story short, they glued up the wound. Later that night, it bled right through. The glue came off. I could have freaked out again and said, oh my God, I got to go back in. I need stitches. No, I held it. I called them up. They said, put pressure on. I did. It's fine. And when I woke up this morning, the weird thing is, and I'm sure this is normal, there's literally a paper cut usually hurts. A paper cut usually is sore. There is literally no soreness whatsoever. And if you look at the wound, it looks so pristine and clean, no blood at all. So I just wanted to come on and share this as kind of a real life experience from my perspective. When you're in more of a powerful place of healing yourself, of not questioning every little thing that goes on, not questioning your power, not questioning and assigning negative meaning to every little thing that happens, not constantly asking yourself, is something wrong with me? Am I messing everything up in my reality? And then on top of that, remaining focused on my desire, and even seeing that the people in my reality, my mom specifically, and Joyce being so supportive, and my mom specifically saying, no, that's you and Hannah's house. That's your house. That's where my daughter lives. And that set me straight. Like, my mom pulled basically an Abdullah moment on me. She slammed the door and she said, nope, no other options. And then I went right back into my end. That's right. I got myself back in line. So I just wanted to share that because real life story, real life experience of just pulling myself back on track and not allowing the experiences that were happening to me that people could have perceived as really negative. I just went with the flow. We laughed through it. I had a great time. I have another funny memory with my mom being at the urgent care, and just being really loved and supported, and having my mom be there with me. And it was a very nice experience. I don't know how else to say it. And the doctor there and the people working there, everybody was just like, I felt so incredibly loved, supported, and taken care of. And again, just a big reminder that to stay focused and not allow anything along this way in this bridge right now in the middle between me and Hannah being in our dream home, not allowing another home to distract me. I'm not going to go down that path. Could I have gone down that path? Could I have gone? They have an open house tomorrow. Could I go there tomorrow and go look at it and maybe make an offer? I could, but that would be completely going against my end. So I'm not effing around with that. So anyway, I love you so much. I hope that this video was some, no, I don't hope. I know for a fact that this video was of value. Please do comment down below that you're going to remain focused on your desires. You're going to stop assigning negative meaning to every little thing. And you're just going to go within, trust what's in your heart and soul, because the end exists and it already existed before you became aware of it. The only reason why you feel such a strong pulling towards it is because you're literally sensing into that version of you. You're sensing this is who I actually am. That's the true you. Let that pull you through. Drop everything else and just be who you were created to be, because you are powerful. You were created to create. Okay. I love you. And I know for a fact that this shifted you. So comment down below with whatever you want. And I will see you very soon. I love you so much. I have to go over to my meeting. Love you. Love you guys. Bye.